I feel like they have life. So I'm just going to do a lot of this. I don't know how much life they can get, but I can't let them get enough. My fair citizens of Sodium City, we have Dragon Deez Nutz. Now, once again, we are playing this deck. I really like this deck. It's a great combo deck. I love this archetype. It does take till turn 4 to get off, but that's only if you're super lucky, obviously. But you can usually get it on turn 5 or 6. You just have to survive till that time. Now, the win condition is going to be a combination of Terror of the Peaks and 2 Bladewing the Risens. So Terror of the Peaks is just a 5-mana dragon. We don't really care about the mana cost. It's a 5/4. Spells your opponents cast that target Terror of the Peaks cost an additional 3 life to cast. Again, we don't really care about that all too much, but it also has whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. This is really cool. And then, of course, we're going to use a Bladewing the Risen, which is a 7-mana dragon, super expensive, and it's a 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, you may return target dragon card from your graveyard to play. Now, this is just great because if you have a Bladewing in the graveyard and you play another Bladewing, it can bring back the Bladewing that's in the graveyard, which causes the legendary rule to come into effect because Bladewing is a legendary, so you can only have one out at the time. So once it comes into play, the legendary rule kicks in and one of them goes to the graveyard. But the enter the battlefield effect still goes off. So what it does, it's like, okay, you get to return a dragon from your graveyard to the library. So once again, you return the Bladewing, legendary effect goes into play, and you just keep looping it over and over and over again. Again, you need to have Terror of the Peaks out because whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it deals that much damage to any target. And we're going to use the 4 damage from Bladewing every single time it enters the battlefield once we get that infinite loop going. As for the card advantage, we're basically just using Faithless Looting, Thrill of Possibility, and Seize the Spoils. This will get us all the card draw and the specific cards that we need. We do have Grim Tutor as well, which I guess is kind of card advantage because we're able to find the exact card that we need. So that is really good, but our main sources of card advantage are going to be Faithless Looting, Throw a Possibility, and Seize the Spoils, which also gets the cards that we need for the combo into the graveyard. Good cards, all good cards. In order to pull off this combo, what you need to have is one of the Bladewings in the graveyard or one of the Terror of the Peaks in the graveyard. At the same time, you need to also have one Dragonstorm in the graveyard. So you need to have 2 out of however many, 8 cards, 10 cards, however, a bunch, 2 out of however many cards that there are. But again, it can be one of either dragon, but you need to have one of the Dragonstorms. And that's also why we have Grim Tutor, so we can search for one of those Dragonstorms to discard it. Now, once we have all the required things in the graveyard, all we need to do is cast Mizzix Mastery. So this is just a 4-mana sorcery. You exile target card that's an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, copy it, and you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Now this is great because we're going to have Dragonstorm in our graveyard, and then we're going to have, for this example, Bladewing in our graveyard. So what we do is we Mizzix Mastery, and then we cast Dragonstorm. So that's 2 casts. Since Dragonstorm is search your library for a dragon card, then put it into play, then shuffle your library, and it has Storm. So you are going to be able to do this twice just by casting Mizzix Mastery once. So we're going to search the library, and since we have a Bladewing in the graveyard, the first thing we're going to find from the library is going to be a Terror of the Peaks. The second one is going to be a Bladewing the Risen. So again, when Bladewing the Risen comes into the battlefield, you get to pull a creature from the graveyard, and again, you're going to pull the other Bladewing, pull the other Bladewing, pull the other Bladewing, and you're just going to do that infinite loop. And since Terror of the Peaks was the first dragon you got, that'll just fix it. Now, the other way to do the combo is if you have a Terror of the Peaks in the graveyard instead of a Bladewing. So when you do the Dragonstorm from Mizzix Mastery and you have a Terror of the Peaks in the graveyard, what you do is you just search for 2 Bladewing the Risens. So what that does is you put a Bladewing into the battlefield, and then it brings back Terror of the Peaks. And then the next card, a Bladewing the Risen, comes into the battlefield, the legend effect comes into play, goes in the graveyard, and then it comes back, then it goes in the graveyard, comes back, and again, we have the Terror of the Peaks from the graveyard. So there are ways to do it regardless of what dragon is in the graveyard, just as long as you have Dragonstorm and you have Mizzix Mastery. And that's why we have so much card draw and then discard and things like that. That just really helps it out. Alternatively, we do have Faithless Looting, which is just 1 mana, which is fantastic, and Seize the Spoils, which we use a lot. So on turn 3, we can Seize the Spoils, which gives us a treasure token. And then we have 1 more land. And with that, what we can do is we can cast Faithless Looting, which is 1 red, and potentially get our Dragonstorm into the graveyard at that point, and then cast Mizzix Mastery, which will then get us 3 casts on Dragonstorm, which is the instantaneous winner. You're able to get 2 Bladewings and a Terror of the Peaks. That's just the easiest way to do it without having any dragons in the graveyard. As long as you have the Dragonstorm and you can cast like a Faithless Looting and the Mizzix Mastery or any other spell in Mizzix Mastery, then that's exactly what you need. And if you want to take this home and build it yourself, it's going to run you 24 rares and 15 mythics. You may actually see a different deck list when you click on the deck list, either at the card at the top right of the video or in the description below should have the deck list. You may see a tiny bit of a different list, just kind of tweaked. So make sure you know exactly what meta you're going up against. If it's aggro, you need more board wipes, so maybe take out the Chandras and the Thought Distortions. If you're going up against more control, maybe add some Thought Durations. Maybe add some Thought Seizes or some type of discard that can really help with that. The other thing is Feed the Swarm. Feed the Swarm could be really good. It would be your only way to really get rid of enchantments. That is very important because if people are putting down Leyline in the Void, you need a way to get rid of it. Same thing with Rest in Peace. Although people don't really main deck that, that's more of a sideboard thing. So just make sure you have all the options you need depending on who is playing what at that particular time of day, because Best of 1 Historic changes all the time, like every 3 or 4 hours. And if you want to see more wacky infinite combos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell notification, or the card at the top right hand corner of this video. I do come out with videos 7 days a week. You don't want to miss a single one. And as for yesterday's comment question of the day, I asked you, did you know that there was a new bounty posted? Now, I didn't make a video for it yet, but it'll probably come out later today. However, you can get all the rules and everything in the Discord server, which will be in the description below. If you want to get your comment featured in these videos, make sure that you answer the comment question of the day every single day, 7 days a week in the comment section below. Stay salty and enjoy the games. All right. We are going to take our super cool Deez Nutz deck into a constructed event. Now, we made some changes the other night to just kind of counteract all the control decks. So hopefully that kind of takes care of things. That's really what we want. We just want to make sure that we don't have that many issues with control, but we should still be able to handle most aggro decks, I believe. I hope. This is a pretty decent hand. It's not the greatest? Question mark? Yeah, it's not great. But we definitely can. Do I have ley lines or pathways? Yeah, okay, so I have pathways. I'm gonna start out with a mountain and say hello, because we're gonna pretend that we're mono red trash, right? Because mono red does that all the time. They're like, hello. Oh, Thoughtseize. Oh. Hello.
Hello.
This is bad. Auras is not good for us. Auras is bad. Auras is really bad. If we don't win on like turn 4, like exactly, I think we lose. We're gonna have to, so we can discard Terror of the Peaks, right? And then we have to discard a Dragonstorm after that. Okay, so we did get a black. I actually probably should have put a black source down, now that I think about it. It's definitely not great. I am gonna try this. Let's just throw those two away. Thought Distortion does okay in this matchup once they start drawing a shit ton of cards. This is really bad. Okay, I need a Anger of the Gods right now. Needed a Dragonstorm out of that. Yeah, we didn't get our Dragonstorm. Damn. Well, we haven't gotten... do we? I don't think we have any board wipes in the graveyard. Don't. And nothing really helps us here. Two, three, four, five. Damn. There it is. We had to get down to 35. Fuck. Well, it was a nice try. We didn't get an anger either. We didn't get any of our angers. Yeah, that was pretty rough. That was pretty rough. I think we could have had that. Especially, yeah, if we drew an anger, we would have been fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure if we did anything, if we got any of those cards, we had the combo, right? We had the combo. Just needed the one piece. That's why I like Grim Tutor. Maybe I should have done it earlier, because I think I could have done it earlier, like the previous turn, and just searched for it. We have a couple spoils. Not gonna lie. One or two. Yeah, we definitely need to put that down as a black because we would like to Grim Tutor next turn. If possible. If possible. Maybe I do this. I think Seize the Spoils is probably better. Oh. That is fantastic. We don't win this turn. We win next turn. Unless they kill us. Yeah, I think I had to do this. I'm assuming they're running Transmogrify or something. Ooh, that's bad. Didn't matter. If I get another land, then we can win. Can still win if we get another land. So that creates a treasure. Boom. Then Dragonstorm. Winner! Winner. I don't think they know what's coming. Maybe they do. So that's 4. 4 to Mouge. Eight. 12. I feel like they have life. So I'm just going to do a lot of this. I don't know how much life they can get, but I can't let them get enough.
Do it.
I actually think I can rope them out. Okay, they couldn't gain that much life. Just in case they could have gained 40 life, I had to make sure that they couldn't. That was exactly what we needed. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going. Oh, I'm out of water. Out of water. I'll have to go grab some here in a little bit. If my game ever gets a game. I would like to get a game, please. Nobody's doing historic event. Best of 1 historic event. I guess it is pretty rare. Yes. Keep. Keep for Shuzzle. Boom, and it's too expensive right now, and I have 2 other ones. If we draw a dragon... Oh my gosh, it's stupid. Stupid.
Stupid.
We get to thrill. All right. Now we just need lands and Mizzix Mastery. Yeah. So I'll probably Grim Tutor into a Faithless Looting. I think that's what I do. So I don't think they can kill me in 2 turns. They might be able to, but I have a Soot just in case. Alright. Mizzix Mastery. Grim Tutor. And Brill. So we're gonna shock this in, because we can get this 3 times, right? Yeah, now we just have to hope they can't kill us. Don't believe they can. Ugh. Ow. All right. And Dragonstorm. Boom. And we win. Congratulations, us. Good job, us. Yep. It's pretty sweet. It's a good combo. Turns out, infinite combos that do 4 damage at a time, pretty good. Decline. Sweet. And then we could have got another something. I should have technically gotten 2. 2 of the Terror of the Peaks and then got the Bladewing, but I didn't even check to see if I had the Bladewing in the graveyard or if I had the Terror, so that's why I didn't do that. All right. This is going pretty well, I believe. Actually, didn't just check. It might be 2-1. Either 2-1 or 3-1 right now, but we like it. It's doing pretty good. It is doing pretty good. Polypalin. Okay. They go first. It's Gigantha. Pretty good card. Yeah. Okay, so now we just basically have to get our Dragonstorm. So if we can get our Dragonstorm in the graveyard, we can win. I don't think they're gonna counter a Thrill. Maybe they did. Maybe, I don't think they would, but I suppose it's possible. Okay. Let's get rid of the Shockland. I don't like Shocklands. Okay. Alright. Well, we don't need Thought Distortion, I don't think. Yeah, we can get the Terror. I don't need that either. I can Thought Distortion next turn, which I might do. I don't know what they're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can play a Gigantha this turn. Alright. Well, I win next turn. I win next turn unless they kill me. They can Emergent Ultimatum. We just have to hope that they can't kill us. Okay, so it's Niv-Mizzet. Fuck. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we have a lot of them. We have a lot of things. Ah, I didn't get to see what the other cards were. That's fine. Fracture, Destroy, Terror, Artifact, and Chip. Planeswalker. Got it. You got it. They're like, what the fuck? What do I do with this? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what you're supposed to do either. Probably the right decision. I'd be sad if they blew this up, but... Oh shit, do they have graveyard hate? That would suck. They're scaring me. They're really scaring me now. They're like looking at my graveyard and shit.
Don't be a pussy.
That. Okay, please don't have Cling to Dust. Please don't have Cling. Please also don't have a counterspell. We can only pay for 2. Maybe I should have waited. Did they kill the terror? Trigger artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker. Turn target creature or planeswalker. Oh, okay, so they can return something to my hand. Yeah. Well, that's not good. Yeah, I think I lose.
Oh no. Anyway.
Those are my only 3 Bladewings. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, they had the mana for it. Probably shouldn't have done it at that time. I should have waited for another spell so I could get 3. So even if they did that, we would have still been fine. I should have waited. Yeah, because I think I would have only needed... Well, I could have just... I believe I still had to seize the spoils, so I could have seized the spoils and probably drawn into a land. So I don't think I played a land that turn. And then that would have given me a 4th one because of the 2 treasures. That sucks. I wish it was good, but it wasn't. I think there is it something. Oh, no. They're not. They're not, is it something? They are not, is it something? Now, I don't know if I need this anger right now. I could disruption this. No. I don't know what they're doing yet, but it's kind of scaring me a little bit. Ooh, thanks. Okay. Not bad. Don't need that. Don't need that. So... I don't actually know if playing that was the right move. Hopefully they can't exile it. I don't think they can, but I don't know what they're doing. Okay, they do the old plusser. Yeah, and they untap Lotus Field. Yup. That sucked. It's possible that they just win. They take infinite turns now. I'm assuming this gets a counter. No. Did not. Huh. They're gonna counter something. I just don't know what they're countering yet. Okay. Alright. So yeah, they're one of those decks. Which we can deal with. As long as it resolves. Of course. 6 cards, you think it resolves? Me either. I don't think it resolves either. Yep. Pretty good. So I can seize the spoils into a Mizzix mastery, or I can Faithless Looting into a Mizzix mastery.
No trial is beyond my ability.
I think this is our best shot. That's at 8. Yeah. Pretty fucked. Damn. Yeah, that sucks. We just didn't get it. Counter spells. I didn't even get the Thought Distortions on that one. And that was the first time we saw the Chandra. It was just a bit too late, unfortunately. And then they could have countered the ability, the -X ability, with Epiphany again as well. Yeah, I think we could have done better on that one. I think we could have done better than 2 wins. I don't know. I definitely feel like it's better than 2 wins. I don't know what problem we had. Let's see. Where is it? No. So none of those. Vent. So yeah, 5-color Niv-Mizzet. Yeah, we beat aggro, control, auras, and then mono white. I think this was auras. Yeah, we just didn't get our board wipe. Yeah, if we get our board wipes against aggro, it's an easy win, but the control decks still had a problem with. We just didn't pull our anti-control cards. That sucks. Yeah. I like Grim Tutors, I just find them to be difficult to cast. I think we might need 1 more swamp. Yeah, I think 1 more swamp might help. It just becomes pretty difficult to cast it. And I think I also want 4 Bladewings. And we can go down a Chandra. This isn't bad. Let's see. Those are all those. We're gonna do like instants and sorceries. We could do targeted discard towards them. We would have to like take out Thought Distortion or Chandra, which I'm not really sure I want to do. I think taking out a tutor, maybe 2, would be fine. And then going up some card draw of sorts. I still like Pirate's Pillage, but I don't know if it's useful enough. 3 damage, discard 2 cards. It's not going to do anything for us. Discard any number of cards and draw that many cards. It's not bad. Could definitely add white to this and probably make it a little bit better. But even adding blue would help a lot. But anything that we would be able to draw 2 cards and then discard a card would be ideal. So that's exactly what we need. It's definitely nice to be able to draw cards and then discard instead of forcing the discard beforehand. That's why I really like the blue cards for that, and why I don't really like Thardic Reunion, because you have to discard 2 cards before you even draw, which is like, ugh. It hurts. It hurts later on in the game. Discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. If there are 7 or more cards in a graveyard, create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. Interesting. It's 4 mana. I don't know if it really helps us. I still like Pirate's Pillage. I kind of want to add another Ritual of Soot, just to help out with the aggro. I think that might fix it. That should probably be the best way to start the deck. I think that's the best way to do it, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to this point, it means you either really enjoyed the video or you fell asleep and I'm waking you up now. Either way, thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, come out with videos 7 days a week.